Investorlift is an all-in-one disposition platform for real estate wholesalers. We're able to sell your wholesale deals super fast for the highest assignment fee possible. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how Investorlift can sell your deals super fast, eliminate contract fallouts and JV partnerships, and sell your deals at the maximum assignment fee possible. Let's dive in. I talk to thousands of wholesalers every single week, and they really have 3 main issues that they run into over and over again. Number 1, their deals are taking way too long to close. It just means that you don't have an efficient way of selling your deals. Number 2 is high contract fallouts. Even great deals are at risk of falling out because we're wholesalers. Wholesalers don't have 3-6 months to sell their deal. Sometimes you have 2 days. And if you don't have efficient process and a high quality list of buyers, that deal may fall out and you'll make $0, actually negative dollars on that deal. Number 3 is low assignment fees. How many times did you have a deal that you're like, I'm gonna make 30K out of this deal, but it actually ended up making 10K? The reason is not because you're terrible in sales or your operation is horrible. It just means that you don't have competition on your deals. When you have a large list of quality buyers, that's the type of environment that you can create, where the buyers are fighting over each other to buy your deal. In that scenario, you're going to be able to make an additional 5, 10, and 15K on assignments that you didn't even think that you could make. Here's how Investorlift tackles those 3 issues. Number 1, we'll be able to send out thousands of emails and text marketing to the most relevant and cash-ready buyers with a single click of a button. That's the important part, single click. With 1 click, you're reaching out to the buyers super quickly and efficiently and drive hundreds of buyers to look at your property on the same day. It can't get faster than that. You'll have no longer deals sitting in your pipeline that's sitting there for weeks. Let's get that deal sold in a couple days. Secondly, contract fallouts. Investorlift has the largest database of buyers in the world. We have 5.2 million qualified buyers in our database. Now imagine having that in your back pocket. Any deal that makes sense, there's a buyer waiting to hear about it. You just have to put that deal in front of the right buyer. With our super extended and qualified buyers list, you'll be able to find a buyer for every deal that you have, eliminating any contract fallouts that you'll have. Last but not least, the most important, revenue. Low assignment fees kill revenue. If you're still accepting 10, 15K per assignment, stop doing that. On average, wholesalers are making $12,000 per deal. On Investorlift, our users are making average $23,000. That's additional $11,000 per deal. Now, this is not magic. It's not like I go to your property, wave a magic wand, and it becomes $11,000 more. We're creating an environment of buyer competition. Instead of having 1 buyer reach out to you with a lowball offer, you're gonna have 5, 6, 7 buyers walking the property at the same time. This is the way to increase your assignment fees. More buyers means more offers, means more negotiating power for you. That way you can squeeze out the maximum assignment fee for every deal. JV partnerships are dead. As soon as you start using Investorlift, you have the power. You can control how fast your deal sells, who you're gonna sell to, and talk to the end buyer directly. Stop splitting 50-50 on a deal that you worked so hard to put under contract. Keep all the profit for yourself so you can invest in your business and scale your business to the next level. I've already done the math for you. If you put in 4 deals under contract every month and you have 50% contract fallout rate and you're averaging 12K per assignment, you're closing 2 deals at $12,000, generating $24,000 per month on revenue. Now, how many of you are actually stuck at that and you can't seem to scale to the next level? With Investorlift, you can cut your contract fallout in half. With the same 4 properties under contract, you'll be able to close 3 of them at $23,000, equaling to $69,000 in revenue. That's a difference of $45,000 in revenue you're missing out on right now because you don't have your Dispo figured out. $24,000 a month, $69,000 a month. Investorlift is the bridge that can get you across. Now let's dive into exactly how Investorlift can get you there. Problem number one, deals taking too long to close. Let's see how fast Investorlift can drive hundreds of buyers to look at your posting. Step number one is to post your deal. As soon as you post your deal, it's going to hit the Investorlift marketplace. We already have thousands of buyers coming in to shop at Investorlift every single day. We're like the Amazon.com for off-market properties. Just by posting your deal, there'll be hundreds of buyers coming into your posting to check out your deal and make offers. But we don't stop it right there. With 2 clicks, I can actually send out thousands of emails and texts to the most relevant and qualified buyers. These are not just random emails that we're sending it out to. These buyers have specifically set their buy box to match your property. Let's have a look at an example. This deal is in Humble, Texas. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. It's a pretty straightforward rehab single family deal. Now, when I send this deal out to 2,000 buyers in text and email, these are not just random buyers. These buyers are going to be buyers who have their tax record showing that they have done flips in Humble, Texas before. And/or it's going to be buyers who have set their buy box saying, I want to buy single family flips in Humble, Texas. Imagine that, instantly reaching out to 4,000 buyers who have specifically said that I want the type of deal that you have. So for this deal, that's exactly what we did. On August 19th, we sent over 2,000 emails and about 2,000 texts to go out. Just by posting the deal, we had some offers come in. We posted this deal on August 13th. We got an offer for 160, 155. Some of these deals came below asking, but we had 7 offers already on this property. We locked it down for 142. We were asking for 160. Since we already had 2 cash offers at 155, we were able to negotiate for 160. We called this buyer and said, hey, I'd love to work with you. I just have another offer at 155. If you'd like to lock this deal down, please come in at 160 and we can make this happen. The buyer agreed. We were about to close out this deal, but I didn't want to stop there. I wanted to see if I can squeeze out another 5, 10K on this deal by increasing competition. So on August 19th, when we sent out the marketing campaign, we had close to 300 additional buyers come look at this property. We drove about 52 buyers through emails and about 227 buyers through texting. And as you can imagine, the phone started ringing off the hooks. So many buyers were reaching out, submitting inquiries and offers and wanted to come walk the property. So here's what we did. I took all the buyers that were interested and had them walk the property on the same day. Before the walkthrough, I let the buyers know that we already had an offer for 160. We had 5 buyers walk the property at the same day, and here's what happened. Deborah came in and offered $170,000. She really wanted the deal and she wanted to beat out the other buyers who were walking at the same time. But that's not where we ended. Gabe came in and offered $180,000. Gabe and Deborah didn't offer additional $10,000 and $20,000 because they were feeling generous or nice. They only offered more money because they could physically see the other 4 buyers walking the property at the same time. They knew that there were competition and they knew that they had to come in at a higher price to lock this deal down. That is the type of environment that you want to create for your properties. Instead of you reaching out to buyers and begging them for an offer, flip the table around. Have the buyers compete with each other over for your deal. We made an additional $20,000 on this deal, not because the property just became $20,000 more in value, because we were able to drive up that competition. With Investorlift, your deals will no longer sit in your pipeline for weeks. We can sell it on the same day. Problem number 2, contract fallouts. This is the worst part of wholesaling. My heart hurts every time I put something under contract, I talk to the seller, I promised that I will be able to sell their deal. And 2 weeks later, I have to cancel the contract because I can't find a buyer. I think that you would agree that that's the worst feeling in the world. Even amazing deals can fall out if you don't have access to high quality and cash ready buyers. We're wholesalers. We don't have 3-6 months to sell our deal. Sometimes we have 2 days. Investorlift has 5.2 million buyers that are qualified and cash ready. And where do we get these buyers? We got it straight from God Mode. Let me show you how you can utilize God Mode to never have a contract fall out. God Mode is a massive database. The system looks through every single property transaction ever in the US. And what it does, it filters for flips and rentals according to the tax records. How does it do that? Well, it's pretty simple. We look at the property transactions of properties that's been bought and sold in a short period of time with high jumps in price. That was a mouthful. Simply put, if a property was bought at 100K and 2 months later it was sold for 200K, the chances that that was a flip is almost certain. And we've already put together every single flip transaction such as that into a list and every single buyer who's responsible for those flips. So you can find them and contact them very easily. We've took it to the next level. We have something called a decentralized data network. This is just a fancy way of saying we have crowdsourced our buyer contact information. How many hours have you spent on skip tracing and cold calling buyers? It's a nightmare. Imagine that we've already done that for you. Most top buyers on God Mode already skip traced and already validated phone numbers. This way, you don't have to dial 20 numbers to get to a buyer. You can just call one number to talk to the end buyer directly. Let's have a look. I have this deal in Jacksonville, Florida. What God Mode does, it puts a pin on the map where my property is. And it's gonna grab the information of all the property transactions in the nearby area. For this specific deal, I can see that there's over 3,400 flips that's been done in the surrounding area and 1,800 flippers who are responsible for these flips. On average, the buyers are buying at $249 and after 150 days, they're selling it for $543. Seems like this is a very flip heavy area. With 1,800 flippers on my list, it'll be almost impossible not to find the right buyer for my deal. Let's have a look at an example. This buyer here has done 38 flips in the property tax records. And he's recently done a flip here in the area. It was a 3-1, 1,100 square feet, bought it for 150 and sold it for 315,000. Now for me, that is obviously a flip. And since I have a flip opportunity in the same neighborhood, he's going to be very likely to be interested in my deal as well. I don't have to wonder because the phone number is already validated in green. I can just pick up the phone, make one call, and see if Travis is ready to take on another flip. It's as easy as that. You'll also have a leg up on your competition because when you talk to Travis, you're not going to ask him, hey, are you a flipper in Jacksonville? You already know he's a flipper. You actually know exactly the deal that he's done before. So I can say, hey, Travis, I can see that you just finished the flip at this address. I have a property right down the street that matches this deal exactly, but my spread is even bigger. Travis, would you like to have a look? Unless he's completely crazy, he's going to say, yes, let me have a look. You make 20 calls like that, imagine how many people that you can get to walk the property on the same day. Problem number 2, fixed. If the numbers on your deals make sense, there's a buyer out there waiting for you. Let's use God Mode to find the exact buyer and sell every single deal. I save the best for last. Third problem, low assignment fees. This is a killing point for so many wholesale operations that makes you cry at night. You could have made 30K on that deal, but you had to accept the lowball offer because you had no other choice. Here's how Artemis Mode can fix that problem for you. Artemis Mode shows you every single property that's been sold right around yours on Investorlift already. That was a mouthful. Put it simply, you can see every single buyer who's been making offers on properties that's been sold right in the neighborhood. If a buyer made an offer on a property that's been sold right down the street, the chances that he wants to buy my property right here is very, very high. And Artemis Mode shows you every single buyer who's been making those offers on Investorlift. And you can even do a deep dive and take a look at the exact properties and what type of actions that the buyer has taken. Let's take one for example. Cody here looks like he's been shopping for 5 different properties in the area. As late as a couple months ago, he made an offer on a property here. He made another offer on a property. He actually made another offer on a property and another one. He made 4 offers on 4 different properties that's been sold around your area. Obviously, this is his playground. This is where he buys. Based on this information, I can call Cody and see if he wants to take on another deal. And the best part about Artemis Mode is that it comes with verified phone numbers. Do you see that check mark next to the phone number there? It means that that number has been 2-factor authenticated. Basically, every time you call a check-marked phone number, it's a 100% hit. It will take me about 5 minutes here to call through the top 20 buyers who have recently made an offer on a property nearby. This is how you create demand for your deal. Instant demand. This is how you get 5, 6, 7 buyers to walk the property at the same time. This is how we were able to make $20,000 additionally on that deal because we're able to get the buyers to come out and compete against themselves. Imagine that you had Artemis Mode for every deal that you have. Instantly get insight to the most active and cash-ready buyers in the area. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call the buyer, and schedule a walkthrough. Stop settling for low-ball assignments. Stop JVing your deals. Take control of your disposition and maximize your profit. $11,000 additional dollars per deal. That's the gap between having quality buyers on Artemis Mode and posting your deals on Facebook Marketplace, crossing your fingers, hoping for the best. 3 main problems: deals taking forever to close, high contract fallout rates, and lowball assignments, and need for JVs. If you'd like to see how Investorlift can fix all these problems for you, make sure to book a call with us today. We'll have a deep dive into your business and show you exactly how we can help increase assignment fees and sell your deals super fast. Still not convinced? Don't worry. In the following videos, we're going to deep dive into each feature to show you exactly how Investorlift can help you. I hope you got a lot of value today. If you like this video, make sure to click that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or would like to see anything else, make sure to leave a comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.